Hello and welcome back. I think this is a computer. We're gonna inspect it. The cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. Let me adjust my seat. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, awaiting access code. And Pascal, he's so fucking good at this, so he's gonna force access to the cogitator. You've bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Pascal leans forward and runs his finger over the keys. The cogitator's screen blinks and responds with strings of unknown characters. I appealed to the machine spirit to open Logis Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my requests. Logis' private archive, result of Logis Abel's data trance. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackled in stasis, the minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neutral harness of their vows. I'm registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. Secret design. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logis Abel in the course of this data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logis Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize these words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me wisdom to fathom this mystery. I'll go to the Sacred Computation 782-5-M. Upon Logis Abel's orders, the archives of every augur station on Riken Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykod Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Maruf and Saphire the Keen, after two great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's core after the shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Riken Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The 2 recent ones, one arrived a month ago. Okay. Logis Abel's conclusion, the insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago Aurora arrived in the Rykos system. The rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of their activity near Rakadi Philia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to... And the final entry cuts off abruptly. Let's go to recent observations. The satellite Magos Maruf reports that the ship's signal has been broadcast through the entire system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of the rogue trader dynasty House von Valancius. The satellite Zafir the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent control areas of the surface. That's gotta be the ship we saw on the map. Riken Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Rakadiphilia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. And that should be Whisperman. I keep forgetting it. Kunrad. I think. It might not be. I might be misunderstanding. I believe Brother Twilight, that's Brother Twilight. Let's go to be investigated. The intrigue contains planet-side coordinates marked as heavy auger station jam and possibly a hidden insurgent base. Ooh. I bet we can use those
Let us not dawdle.
coordinates. Heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs. I want to talk to you again. Apparently I can't. Can I talk to Tech Priest Quartz Crane? The painfully thin Tech Priest turns sharply towards you. The sun movement makes his chromed augmentics briefly clang. His grey eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy dour stare. Identification. Unit Logis Quartz Crane. Official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. The unit supervises supply routes in the Reichelt system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. When the Tech Priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching binaric, a tortuously long tirade in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When it is finally over, the Omniscience servant bows his head in deference. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Reichelt system. Pascal, what was that? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz Crane's request to transfer information. Permission to request to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? The Tech Priest says sharply and curtly, haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Reichelt Minority's governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with the Electro Priests and ensuring the Sanctum's security are our top priorities. You are the head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence, Tech Priest pauses for a moment, and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Ricadi Ab Medina of Caronas must be influenced. Demand the troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange nodding nods. I will discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. You're an explorer, aren't you? What are you doing here? An explorator even. Retrieving archived data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Reichelt Minoris and authorized representatives of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Logis Quartz Crane is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. Binaric mantras. And what's the fleet doing here? I'm gonna speed read a little bit. Record system is negligible, research activity, limited presence maintained on the entire creation, spiritual oversight. Do you know anything about the Tech Priest Abel Hanuman? Unit Quartz Crane has had no previous communications with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Reichelt Minoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Appeal to the cogitator spirits for further information. And we have done that. Show me your arsenal. Profit factor. While traveling, profit factor is good. Reputation. Higher reputation is with the faction. To increase reputation, complete their orders and transfer valuable cargo to their representatives. Is this what he has? This is... Scissors. Can I not trade from my cargo? I don't have 100% of that. If I were to do this and trade, I seem to be able to do that a fair bit. I don't have much desire to carry that around. Okay, so that resulted in that. Psychic body glove. Modified bolter. Can I compare it to the bolter that... What if I just look at this bolter real quick? 9 to 14. 7 to 12. Seems worse than a normal bolter. Metronome. That's pretty good. Is there much stormtrooper carapace? Modified lasgun. Needle ring. Oh. Plasma pistol. Well, I'm gonna actually, should I don't really understand this, if I'm being perfectly honest. No. That opens up this level. If I want to... Say I grab 5 of these. I just get them. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out this system, but... Oh, really? It's an equipable first aid manual. What if we just... Let's see. Ship components, mechanical creations. Armor kit is... What if we do... That's 900. And then we give him a... But we give him 2 miscellaneous. And we're at level 3. Can I just grab these? And then we grab a first aid manual. Oh, it's just, okay, profit factor. I can't get this because it's 13. And this is 15. Which is a pretty nice thing, but I'm gonna have to improve my profit factor first. Okay. That was a learning experience. Where do I equip this? Oh! I have a perfectly fine slot for it. And then we grab a medkit and put it there. What else did I grab? Did I get a plasma pistol? Oh, it requires, you do have it though, well, we have a plasma pistol now.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, I can return to my void ship now. Should I? Probably. So, oh, the Voxmaster. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different techs complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or any ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in trance. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a wary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Idira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so a resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the 40 servitors make the crew task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Janris Danrock would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge. Let's first look at this. Have we made any steps here? Ram? Like the actual fucking ram of the ship? I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm gonna leave 255. Let's go to bridge. Ablard is hanging out here. There's Vigdis. Where's First of all, I'm gonna stand here next to my big chair. Can I sit in the chair? Come on. Oh hey, Cassian is hanging out on the bridge now. With Uwe. Hello.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra.
We will not be going to Holy Terra in this video game. That's just how it be. Let her continue a bit more.
And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Sorry, Cassia, but I would like to know more about you personally, not your family.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
Tell me about your life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art.
I see, so he does have practical training as well. Did you have friends? Someone you could turn to for a simple conversation, not a discussion of yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason it refused and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter.
Respectful
Aside from them,
to
there were
duty.
only servants on the station. And you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
I wonder if this is an actual option. I don't want to do that though. I kind of want to say this, but I also kind of want to say this. Maybe I can say both. I'll start with this one. A ruler cannot maim people just because it is in her power to do so. On the contrary, it is the duty of every ruler to look after her subjects.
Your words sound amazingly blasphemous. If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? Huh. So you've never lived anywhere other than Uruk 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Your third eye. Do you always conceal it?
The navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
I like this. I kinda like this. Does this game have romance? Am I flirting if I say this? Do I care? Let's say it anyways, it's fun. You are beautiful, Cassia. Do not let anyone or anything convince you otherwise. Awkward smile, hidden behind the edge of shoulder.
Kind to me, Lord Captain. Allow me, for my part, to note the beauty of your shoulders. Yes, your shoulders.
You become breathless with
Let us
panic and
change the
bewilderment,
subject.
which are mirrored in Cassia's eyes. Dang. The tension. What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Alronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Really interesting. I noticed that your love of painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colors.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
Fascinating. Why don't we talk about something
You will
else?
hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
What does your special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her,
Interesting.
contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it.
I wonder if that is in reference to how her... Argenta seems to have like this sense of humanity that kind of clashes with her dogmatic beliefs. I really hope they keep exploring that.
Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look
Yeah?
at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him.
Well,
Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life.
I see.
The esteemed Magus Hanuman is shattered
Jesus
like a
Magos.
beautiful stained glass window into a mosaic of colors. His bright, beckoning hues are mixed together in complete disarray. I must confess, it perplexes me. Normally, scarlet and steel are all that fills the heart of a servant of the Omnissiah.
Interesting.
Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
Yeah, I don't really trust her either.
I have I've enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
And I have enjoyed yours. You're a very interesting character. Hope to converse more with her later. Actually, speaking of conversing more, Argenta, do you have anything new to say?
Greetings.
Not really. You guys are just normal dudes. There's the bridge technomat. Big cogitator right here. There's Downrock. We're gonna be speaking to him shortly. Oh, how interesting. Did you see the can you start swinging that thing again? Ah, fuck. When I highlighted him, there was... Oh, there's Pascal. The outline of his model acted funny around the swingy thingy. I imagine... I don't know entirely, but I imagine that it's not just the thing we can see that is the model. Oh well, Pascal. Yep. Mechadendrites growing out of the tech priest's back swivel in your direction as if examining you with curiosity. Do you know anything about malfunctioning servitors on this ship?
Information about the incidents has been detected in the catalog. The incidents have been acknowledged as insignificant. A technical inquiry has established that the most statistically likely cause of the errors was a transgression of sacrilegious negligence during the lobotomizing rite. This disgraceful act of malfeasance has allowed shadows of the servitor's thoughts and recollections to survive in the depths of his mind.
Oh, that's awful.
To service alone. As the ship's engine seer, I accept the results of the technical inquiry. As a learned servant of the Omnissiah, I question its findings. The patterns of the malfunctions form a more complex picture
Thank you.
than can be discerned by those of lower ranks. For this reason, instructions have been issued across the ship to report any new incidents to me personally.
Alright, let's ask about Rocket Minors.
Approved. I am ready to provide the necessary information.
What brought you there?
Heeding the call of my mentor, the blessed Archmagus Amonat, we were supposed to meet on Riker
Amarnat, okay.
and discuss my mission.
The people who wanted to kill you at the port weren't renegades. It was just a cover.
Thank you. Information acknowledged. I will analyze it and take additional security measures.
Very well. What do you think of this Abel Newman?
I propose that it was the blessed Amonat who assumed this name. This name is assigned to me. His presence in the hands of heretics is categorically unacceptable. The canon of technological security commands that every effort be made to rescue a high-ranking bearer of knowledge.
The canon of technological security is a pretty rad bad name, dude. That will be all for now.
Acknowledged.
Can I ask you about your past?
Is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information.
Where are you from?
Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood
Really?
of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over
200.
200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant. I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
Okay, why are you not with the fleet then?
Archmagus Amonat, my
Okay.
this venerable temple
Can you tell me more about your mechadendrites?
They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
Very well. I know this, but could you tell me?
The sacred fraternity of explorers. The cult Mechanica sends us out to the frontiers of the known sectors as researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the code, who return to the lost worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost ancient knowledge.
Very well.
Those are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers
Great.
whose unorthodox views are dangerously close to apostasy.
Excellent. That's what we want.
Acknowledged.
You can tell me about the Adeptus Mechanicus later. I know
Be
plenty.
effective and fruitful.
Now then, see that? That's what I'm talking about. The outline around the smoke, that's what's causing it. Yeah, interesting. So here's a high-fi totem. When we come back next time, I'm gonna talk to him and maybe we'll sort out this servitor malarkey or whatever you want to call it. Cargo manager. Alright. Oh, these are arrows. Will I be able to pick up more ships? That would be very enjoyable for me. Anyways, I'll be back next time and we'll talk to Mr. Janris here. Goodbye.